we're going to factor completely, which is going to use many of the things we've learned in the factoring section of Chapter 7. When you see 3x cubed plus 6x squared minus 18x, the first thing you always want to ask yourself, is there a GCF? And there really is in this one. 3 and an x is something I could factor out of each term. So I'm taking out a 3x, factoring out the GCF of 3x. 3x times what makes 3x cubed, and that would be x squared. 3x times what would make 6x squared? That'd be 2x, because 3 times 2 is 6, and x times x is x squared. And 3x times what makes negative 18x, and that would be negative 6, because 3x times negative 6 would be negative 18x. Then you need to check and see, could this factor further? Let's see, I can use and this just come over to the side somewhere and see if I can take x squared plus 2x minus 6 and factor further. All right, so the first terms would be x's. And then the factors of 6 are 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. Now, would either one of these make a 2 if added or subtracted? Well, if I subtract these, I get 5, and if I add them, I get 7, so he doesn't work. If I subtract these, I get 1. If I add them, I get 5, so that doesn't work. So there is nothing that would work here. So this is unfactorable right here. But you have to check to make sure. So in that case, then my answer, my final answer would be 3x times x squared plus 2x minus 6. Then let's look at this one here. I do have a GCF. 7 will go into both of these numbers, and I could factor out 2 of the x's. So the GCF would be 7x squared. You would have to multiply 7x squared by x squared to become 7x to the 4th. And you'd have to multiply 7 times negative 4 to make the negative 28x squared. Let's get that over a little bit. All right, do you recognize x squared minus 4? He's perfect, and that's a minus. So I will need to rewrite that down as the square root of x squared is x, so the first terms are x. The square root of 4 is 2, and remember, one's a positive and one's a negative. So there is my answer on that one.